What happened is my father was in the hospital with kidney failure, and the doctors were trying to perform dialysis on him. And so my brother had talked to Dr. Nikitow about his sickness, and Dr. Nikitow came and adjusted him, and amazingly his kidneys started functioning again. And the doctors weren't able to even understand what had happened, and they called it an awakening. And so then after that, Dr. Nikitow started talking to our family about the importance of correcting our spine and keeping our spine maintained. So as a result, me and my husband and our 4 kids, and we have 4 grandkids that also come to Dr. Nikitow on a regular basis. And just a couple stories that I'd like to tell you that has happened to us is 18 months ago, my husband was diagnosed with neck and throat cancer. And he had surgery and radiation, and Dr. Nikitow told him, be sure during your radiation to come for adjustments regularly. So 5 days a week he would go have radiation, and then he would come and see Dr. Nikitow. And usually what happens is that people lose their appetite and they don't have a desire to eat, and they usually have to have feeding tubes. Well, my husband was able to keep his immune system up, and he didn't feel like eating, but it boosted his immune system, and he was able to make it through without having a feeding tube at all. And his doctors were so amazed too. And then another thing that happened is my daughter had she was pregnant with Brooke when she was going to have Brooke. And when she went to deliver her, her pelvic bone was twisted, and Brooke was unable to come out. That she was unable to be delivered in a way that would, without being jeopardizing her health. So the doctors ended up having a C-section for her, and they told my daughter that she would never be able to have another baby without doing it by C-section. So then my daughter became pregnant with Jacob, and so then Dr. Nikitow adjusted her during her entire pregnancy, which really helped with her morning sickness this time too. But so when she went to deliver Jacob, she talked to the doctors and said, because Dr. Nikitow told her that she should be able to deliver naturally this time because she kept her spine and her hips in alignment the whole time. And so she asked the doctors if they would try at least to let her have the baby naturally. So then they agreed to it. So Jacob was delivered naturally, and then she has another little boy that was delivered naturally. And it was all due to keeping her spine and her body in adjustment during the pregnancy time. We have, when these kids are sick, where do we go when you get sick?
Dr. Nikitow.
Yeah, we go see Dr. Nikitow. It's amazing when these kids get sick, they come and get adjusted, and the reason is that it ends up boosting their immune system. And like you think, oh, they're so sick, they have to go to the doctor, but they come in and they get adjusted. And the amazing thing is that it allows their bodies to be healed the way that God intended our bodies to be healed, and it just boosts their immune system. And consequently, none of these kids have ever had to have antibiotics in their life. And so those are some of the stories where our family has many, many success stories over the last 5 years, but those are just a few things that, that make us continue to go to Dr. Nikitow.
The first day my grandpa had surgery, the second day I was like 2, and the first time I met Dr. Nikitow was that day, and I was very excited to meet him, and I got adjusted, and I knew how good my body would be. So my body is like feeling a lot better. Getting adjusted makes us have more health in us, and we can like run, jump, and like kick balls. Your turn.
It's true. Adjustments are when Dr. Nikitow adjusts you, it's really healthy for you, and you gotta come get adjusted a lot, especially for people that aren't healthy. And when Dr. Nikitow adjusts you, your body just really builds up, and you can do a lot of things that when you get adjusted a lot, you just can do things you couldn't do before, but not flying.